So vision check. Let me see if this works. Hold on. Boom. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of that. One more time. One more time for the road. One more time for the road. I need to put that my yeah right there. Like right here. Yeah, man. So I want to post this quote. Excuse me, I gotta take my glasses off. I'm such an old man right now. Um so I follow this guy, um, Dr. Concrete. Dr. Concrete underscore Noop. So he's a Kappa. I'm an Alpha, but we, D9 actions, but support my D9, brothers and sisters. Um, but yeah, I started following him. He's an educator, principal, from my understanding. But shouts out to him. He does post some good stuff, which is interesting because he I started following him before I even became a professor. So it was like I followed him, and then I think the next month I became a professor. Talk about manifestation and putting yourself into the right thing. So that's one good thing about social media that I rock with. One great thing about social media that I rock with, like especially threads, because you can be on one thing and you'll find things that is around it. So you have to watch the stuff that you entertain. Whether if you scrolling and you stop on something, it's gonna show you all that stuff. So like if you stop on a relationship thing for the next day or two, you're gonna be seeing relationship stuff. So I saw his, and it put me around a bunch of educators, just a lot of like thought leaders, all that stuff. So shouts out to Dr. Concrete underscore Noob. But he says, "Good morning. Sometimes we just need to be quiet and be still. Take notes of what's happening around us. The more you connect with yourself, the better chances you will see what's good for you and what is not." Let me read this again for the folks in the front and in the back. All right. Good morning. Sometimes we just need to be quiet and be still. Take note of what's happening around us. The more you connect with yourself, the better chances you will see what's good for you and what is not. My people, my people, my people. I'm guilty of it too sometimes. Listen, we just talked about social media, right? We run to that social media when we have a problem. We run to people that are not um reliable. I'll just say that for lack of a better word. We do these things and we forget about just being still sometimes and just being quiet and processing and thinking and reflecting. And I'm not talking about when things are bad too. I'm talking about when we have good things going. When we have good things going for us, we need to sometimes be quiet and still as well and process for the next mission, for the next war, for the next journey, for the next endeavor. Like sometimes we just have to be still. When he said that, I almost threw my phone. Actually, I threw my phone mentally and it came right back to me. And I was like, "Oh, this is a word. This is a magnificent word." All right? But yes, people, we have to be quiet and still sometimes. Now, how that looks for you, however that looks for you. All right? If you wanted to be, if you want to be still before you lay down and go to sleep, good. If you want to do it before you wake up in the morning, well, when you wake up in the morning, good. You want to do it in the midst of being in traffic, great. But just remind yourself that you need to be still sometimes. I feel like for me, well, good practice for me is being still. Like I try to be quiet for at least like 10 minutes every day. Just quiet, just the like try to clear my palettes of like thinking, doing, all the things. But in situations like what we just talked about here, like I'm always trying to be like quiet and still. And sometimes that just doesn't go well with a lot of people because people look at it like, oh well, we got to make these decisions now, whatever the case may be, and it's like, nah, like, or we need to answer now. And granted, I understand when we're in situations where we need to make a decision now. I understand that completely, but sometimes we just got to be quiet and still. And I know for me, my quietness and my stillness sometimes is it probably don't take no more than like a minute. Like when we like instantly in a situation. Like I'm telling you, I would duck off so quick mentally and physically and then think of something within a minute and that within that minute I'm thinking about how we gonna handle the duration of whatever for like that for those 4 hours. That's just how wired I am with that. But again, in a situation like this, sometimes we just got to be quiet, man. And sometimes those quiet days or those nights or those moments have to be for a day or two or a week. You know what I'm saying? And the people around you have to understand that. Or, and, you know, of course, let people know that you're okay. But sometimes you just got to be quiet, man. And I don't want to get too religious on y'all, but the Lord start to talking to you when you get quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, amen to that. But the Lord will start talking to you. The Lord will start revealing some things, and you know, like He will guide you in the right way. So, yeah, shouts out to Dr. Concrete on that, man. But learn how to be quiet a little bit, y'all. Just be quiet and be still. It's totally okay. Totally okay. All right. Listen, thank you so much for hitting play on this. I greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all that looked at this. Make sure you go and share this with your folks if you want to hear me talk about some things that aren't incriminating. that are not incriminating. And yeah, just give my thoughts on some things. Um, as I walk through this like adjusted journey that I'm walking on, I feel like I do need to have these conversations with the people who I follow, and I've been doing it for a minute, Clear Vision. So we might have a moment where we might get on some academia action. It might be another moment where I want to talk about cartoons or whatever the case may be. But I want to make sure that I'm fulfilling my purpose and to inform my people that I walk in good intent and good good intent and good purpose. And so it's a lot of topics out there that we're going to talk about. We're going to keep it clear, though, with the beautiful visions. You see what I did there? Stadium music. All right.